Hey y'all, I'm so glad you're here. This is Ladies Kickin' Ass, a helpful and encouraging podcast for women who work in or support the home service and skilled trades industries. My name is Tanya Wilson, and I'm passionate about encouraging women to break into this industry, stand up in their roles if they're already here, tell their stories of badassery, and provide coaching, encouragement, industry secrets, and business hacks that I've personally used in my own companies to help you build and scale the service business of your dreams. But we can't talk hustle without addressing the bustle, and that means most of us are trying to do a million things at once. Like juggling being an entrepreneur, raising a family, being a partner, wife, sister, friend, soccer mom, doggy mom, and all those other titles that we love. It's all on the table here. We discuss the wins, the losses, marketing, momming, business development, relationships, and above it all, loving and believing in yourself. I'm on a mission to build a community of women that are supporting and celebrating the fact that most of us don't have our shit together, and that's okay. But together, with great support, we can do it all. Come on, let's do this. Welcome to the Ladies Kickin' Ass podcast. Today, we are talking about being intentional with our attention. What does that mean? Well, being intentional is about bringing a commitment, a focus, your attention to something important to you. If you want to be intentional every single day, and I think most of us do, we need to get clear up front about what we want to achieve, what is important to us, and then take action on getting to where we want to be. Being intentional about where you place your attention will help you grow every day and will change your life. To move your life forward and make progress every day, be intentional about what is important to you. And then put your attention, also known as your focus, in that place, and then take action on those things. It truly is that simple. Being intentional helps you become more present and helps you achieve bigger and better goals in your business and in your personal life. When you're intentional, you bring a clear purpose, some structure, and positive mindset to your day and to those that you care about. Being intentional means having the ability to see results in the future that, if you achieve them, will make things bigger and better for yourself, your business, your life, and your family. Having an intentional focus is a way of thinking about your business and life that's committed, purposeful, and deliberately done. When you're intentional with your attention, you choose to make decisions and take action on what's important to you. You intentionally set your attention to achieve a specific outcome or result in the future that is important to you. This could be a goal you want to achieve or something that you want to have in your life, the time you want to spend with your kiddos, or hell, just more free time for yourself, mama. You then move forward with intentional attention, meaning every day you work towards achieving the result or outcome that you want. Being intentional increases your focus on what's most important to you. Set weekly and daily goals to get to where you want to be. I'll give you an example of something I'm working on right now. I have hired 2 new people to work within my companies, one for my junk removal business, one for my pumping business. Just in hiring these 2 new people, it will offload 75% of my daily task work. Mind blowing. Sure, it's more work now, but I can see the bigger future and it's exciting and it is aligning up with my greater intention of having more time to build this beautiful ladies community of women working in the home service industry, being able to create intentional educational courses for you to be able to take to make your business and yourself better, and spending more valuable one-on-one time with my kiddos. I mean, that is the reason why I went into business for myself in the first place. Being an intentional person means everything you do is done with a clear purpose and focus. When you become intentional about your attention, you focus your time and energy on your strengths and the good things in your life, and you don't let fear hold you back. When you are an intentional person and you're paying specific attention, you don't focus on your weaknesses. You don't focus on all the bad things. You focus on the positivity that is going on in your life. It appears to me, anyways, that when the negativity creeps in or that self doubt creeps in, it's when I'm not being intentional about my day. It is when I'm thinking of all the could haves, would have, should haves, must haves, blah, blah, blah of things that I feel like I should be doing, but I haven't yet accomplished. It's like it completely demolishes everything that you've accomplished for the day. So we don't want to do that. We want to be intentional about the positivity in our lives. Intentional people are action oriented and they have an unbreakable determination and an ox like mindset to accomplish what they've set out to achieve. To become more intentional, it's important to be aware of yourself and to say those two magical letters when strung together are the word no more than you say yes, and practice gratitude. I know that can be a really tough one for us women to say no, but if it is not something that is helping you get to your greater good and is helping you get to this place that you're intentionally working so hard on, it's a no. I love Lindsay Schwartz from Powerhouse Women often says, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. And I think that is a wonderful way to adopt the thinking on feeling like you always have to, oh, well, I should. Oh, they need me. Oh, this, oh, that. I remember listening to a podcast once by Christy Wright, and she was talking about taking your time back and making time for those things that are so important to you. And one of her big things that she struggled with was like, well, they sent an email asking for a soccer coach, so they must be asking me to be the soccer coach. I mean, I could rearrange a few things. And since I have to be there anyways, because my kid is there, then I should probably be coaching anyways. And then she's wrung herself into another 12-week commitment of being a 6-year-old soccer coach when she had no intention of doing that anyways. When you say yes to something that's you're not committed to, you're saying no to the things that you are committed to. So make sure that you keep that in mind. Every time you want to say yes, realize what you're taking away. There's only 24 hours in the day, ladies. And if we are spending them in places where it's not intentional attention, we are wasting our time. So they don't need you to be that soccer coach. If you've got time to do that and you're willing to do it and you like upset, angry parents sometimes, by all means, please be the soccer coach. I love my kids' soccer coach and I love their patience and how much they love the children. I've been a soccer coach myself many seasons, but it was pretty much with that mentality of, well, they need me and I'm already here, so I might as well do it. Was I ever as great a coach as the coaches that I see with my children now? Oh, heavens no. Hell no. Because my heart wasn't in it the way that it should have been. But now is my heart going to be in a place where I can help take my children to a volunteer community project and I can show them the meaning of helping others? That's where my heart is at. That is where I want to spend my time. So I would rather say yes to that and no to the other. With intentionality, you appreciate more and you practice gratitude for the things that matter most in your life. When you're intentional, you set better boundaries around your time and areas of your life that are important. When you're intentional about your attention, you focus on abundance, not lack. Just like I promised you, we're going to talk about ways to be intentional every single day. And I think one of the first ways of doing that is being deliberate. When you're intentional with your attention to time, energy, focus every single day, you are far more likely to achieve the results that you want. Let's just say I bought this course and I'm going to try really hard to be able to do it 2 nights a week for 1 hour. I'm going to try really hard. I'm not going to put it on my calendar. I'm just going to try really hard. In 6 months, how far do you think you've gotten on that? I know because I've done this myself. I haven't even cracked the damn book yet, right? But if I put this on my calendar and I see it every week, how often are you going to literally let yourself down and lie to yourself and not uphold that commitment that you made to yourself by deleting that on those 2 nights that you have put it on your calendar? Odds are your conscience is going to start getting the best of you and you will at least crack the book and see what you've been missing, right? Which is a great way to get you started on things. When you have a greater direction and purpose, you know exactly where to invest your time and attention. The time aligned with your bigger purpose, which increases creativity, and a byproduct of that is productivity. With an intentional focus for your day, you can feel stuck or waste of time on non important activities. You can easily get distracted. I don't know about y'all ladies, but I know that I super suffer from squirrel brain. And if you're not sure what that is, um, it always makes me laugh because it reminds me of watching Ice Age with my kids. And I believe that little squirrel's name is Scrat. And he's constantly like, ooh, like shiny object syndrome, off to the next thing, off to the next thing, chasing, chasing, chasing. And then at the end of the day, you don't have anything to show for it and you're just freaking tired. That's not a good way to live your life. Being deliberate with your time is so very important. And a good way to be more deliberate with your day is to identify your top 3 important activities for the day that will help you achieve the outcome that you want. So stop making your Santa style to-do lists that go on for miles and miles and trying to work off of each one of those. 3 things max. That is it. That's all you get. One big overall weekly goal, 3 things every day maximum that you are going to achieve that day. Why do I always go with this 1 and 3 method? Because if you have 12 things on your to-do list, and let's say you get 6 done, it is more common than the latter to think about the other 6 things you didn't get done than actually give yourself praise for the 6 that you did get done. And who in the hell has time to get 12 to-do list items done every single day and feel like a success? You can't. You literally cannot. And just because you get those 3 things done on your list doesn't mean that you need to pile more crap onto your list. Be happy with what you have there and go get your nails done. Or spend some time with your kids or read that book you've been wanting to. When you're done with your 3, you are done with the stuff that you got to do today. You don't have to keep piling it on. I may be giving myself a small pep talk here as I'm saying that, but it's so true. You don't have to. You want to be proud of what you have achieved for that day. Today, my goal was to record and send out a new podcast today. So, guess what I'm doing? I'm doing that. This doesn't just happen in 30 minutes. This is something that's thought out for hours prior to me ever recording. So I have allotted that time to be able to do that and be able to record this and be able to give this out to my listeners in hopes that it might change one person's day and help them become more productive tomorrow. Another thing that you want to keep in mind is you want to be clear on what the hell you want. So many times as women, we just want to pacify. And we're like, well, whatever. I don't know where I want to go. Where do you want to go? I'm victim of this myself. I do the same thing. But we need to be more intentional and get clarity on what it is that we want to achieve. When you have clear goals on the results that you want and understand the importance of achieving those results, you will be more intentional. It gives fire behind the attention. Aligning your vision with measurable goals ensures that you are motivated and focused to take action. If you know what, you hear so much from people. They're like, oh, if I could just get motivated, then I could start that business. You know what gives you motivation? Getting off your ass and starting. You're never going to be motivated to start. You just have to do the damn thing. And then the motivation comes as a byproduct of you actually getting started. It's how it works. Picture yourself having achieved your goal to understand the importance of the goals. What does it look like when you actually see yourself having achieved this goal? How do you feel? How do you think you'll feel? How do you want to feel? It's really cool things in setting goals is feeling them, creating a mental picture of what that will feel like for you. When you have an emotional investment in your bigger purpose and goals, you are intentional about taking action. Seeing what your life looks like once you've achieved them helps you feel motivated every single day. If you are not doing this, you need to check yourself on. Every month, I take a day and do an audit of the month before. This is a trick that I learned from Dean Graziosi, and I think it is phenomenal. Like, who can't give up? Start with a half a day if a day is too much. What were my big goals for last month? Right? Hopefully you're writing down what your big goals are for the month. And a big goal for each week and 3 goals for each day. Did I achieve them? If I did, how did I achieve them? Are there any kind of hanging out there that I need to continue on? What worked? What sucked? What would I never do again? What would I continue? What are my new goals for the next month? And where am I in this big picture? It makes me always think about sometimes you go to job interviews. It's a pretty common question that's like, where do you see yourself in 5 years or in 10 years? And some of us are like, God, I'm just trying to get through today. I don't know where the hell I see myself in 5 years or 10 years. But you just have to keep that mental picture always going. Keep the fire going and the gears moving in your brain, thinking about 5 years from now, I'm doing this. 10 years from now, I'm doing this. Make your time have a purpose. Being intentional is all about being purposeful with your time to help you achieve your most important goals. When you are intentional with your time, you have a clear structure for your day. And that, my friends, is where you begin to generate positive daily routines. This is where they come from. How many times do you listen to podcasts if you're into personal development or even business development, and you hear the people that are talk about their morning routines or their evening routines and how they don't shy away from these? Like, this is what they do every morning. This is what they do every night. This is how they start their day. This is how they close their day. Being purposeful with your time will help create those positive routines. Intentional people understand the importance of their time and look to achieve their goals in the simplest, easiest, and fastest way possible. To be intentional with your time, it's important to understand that certain priorities and collaborations will help you achieve all the results that you want. Nothing drives me more crazy than when people are like, I can do it by myself. I can say that now, having been reformed, I can do that all by myself. Having people to help you is the biggest blessing in the world. My business would be nowhere what it is without the intentional people that I have in my company that have helped do that. I saw this quote over the weekend, thumbing through my endless Pinterest scroll of a business quote that said, you do not build a business, you build people who build a team who build your business. And I was like, holy shit, that is so true. It is so very true. My job now as the CEO of my companies is to focus on the people that work here. The team is my focus. I don't have to deal with the customers 99.5% of the time. I don't have to deal with them because I focus so much on my people and help bring up my people, train my people, praise my people, pay my people, give appreciation and intention to my people. They take care of my customers. And that is a beautiful, beautiful place to be in. To be purposeful with your time, it is important that you also set boundaries around your time. And you set aside time on your calendar for self-care and plan around when you are at your best. My favorite time to do anything creative is early in the morning. My brain's on fire. I'm ready to rock and roll. Then during the work hour time, I'm like, okay, task. I'm doing this. I'm helping this person. I'm coaching, I'm mentoring, I'm doing different things. And then in the evening, it's like that creativity buzz of marketing and crazy things like that just come to my mind, and I'm explosive with ideas. And that's when I write. It is important that you become in tune with how your body works and how your energy levels work, because when you can channel those when they are at their optimum level, sky's the limit, girl. If you are not working from a calendar at this point, you're on my list and you best get on it. Block time off for the stuff that's important to you first, then do your to-dos, and then your wish lists, and schedule it all. Dinners with your family, date night, soccer practice, nail appointments. Hell, if you want to schedule taking a nap, do whatever you want, but write it down, put it in your calendar. Time blocking is also your friend. I know we've had other podcast episodes that have talked about time blocking. Time blocking is when you set aside specific designated amounts of time to work on a specific project. So if I'm going to work on my social media postings, I'm giving myself 2 hours from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. If I get done faster than that, then I do something for personal enrichment for myself, whether that be go outside and walk around, read a book, listen to a podcast, write, just write. Those are the things that I do with my time. If it runs over, I have to schedule more time after 1, preferably on another day, and not continue to just keep working on that project because I've already time blocked something for the next 2 hours. This way we stay on task and it keeps our brains task oriented. Starting and ending each day with some form of gratitude journaling or even just saying it out loud will help ensure that what you are doing makes a difference and that you feel proud of what you've achieved. If you're a writer, write in a journal. Get a gratitude journal. I have one that I have with my kids that I love to do. If you're not a writer, just say it out loud in the mirror to yourself after you brush your teeth. And then for little extra points, just go ahead and give yourself a high five while you're staring in that mirror and see what it does to your body. You can feel it in the bottom of your gut because you know that you had a great day and you deserve that high five. Focus, and focus some more. Intentional attention increases your focus on things and people that are most important to you. When we have not written down and have a calendar of things that we are doing that are important to us, we let things that are unimportant to us slide into that time. We do it. If you're a mom and you have kids in school, you know you're guilty of this. Oh, sure, Jane, PTO Jane, I'm not doing anything. I could totally help with the class party. And then you bitch and moan about it for the next 2 weeks because you don't want to go to that class party at all and you wish you would have donated $15 for the cookies. Anybody with me? Raise your hand. You're not a bad mom if you say that. You're a real mom if you say that. Being intentional with your focus ensures you prioritize your time and you have a clear plan to tell people when they ask you to do stuff that you don't want to do. Goals are everything. You must write them down. Intentional goals allow you to align your purpose and vision with an action plan to achieve your goals. When you are intentional about your goals, you identify the result you want to achieve up front, which gives you more direction and focus. Setting goals gives you a plan and a path to work towards every single day. Goals motivate you and they give you focus to achieve your priorities in life. When your goals are clear, you know why you want to achieve your goals and when you want to achieve them by. Confidence is built in structuring your time. Why is that? I'm going to tell you something. When you make I don't know what you would even call it, goal for yourself. Let's just say that you make a promise. That's the word I'm looking for. If you make a promise to yourself, okay, I'm going to go to the gym Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 6 a.m. Well, Mondays and Tuesdays, I usually go because I work with a trainer, so I gotta go then. So Thursdays and Fridays, I'm kind of dragging my feet because I don't know if I really want to go to the gym. But you have it marked on your calendar. So when I come in and tick off my calendar, if I don't go to the gym, I feel horrible. I have broken a promise to myself. And the quickest way to lose self esteem and self respect is to make commitments to yourself and not follow through with them. But guess what, honey? When you make commitments and you follow through with them, you will gain that confidence back leap years faster than you lost it. It's amazing what that does for our minds. Don't ever let yourself down by canceling an appointment that you have with you. I'm going to leave that right there. So, get out your cube of Post-it notes. You got work to do. You got goals to write down. You have promises to write down and put into your calendar today. Giving intentional attention to your most important relationships is one of the most important things that you can do with your calendar. And this whole entire topic of being intentional with your attention. It increases the value of your most important relationships and brings deeper meaning to them. When you appreciate those most important relationships, you experience them at a level that you would have never known before. It helps you understand the purpose and importance of the relationships that you have. When you take the time to understand why a relationship is important, you feel happy and you feel excited and you feel wanted and loved, and that is so very important. It also helps bring up those gratitude feelings that I think sometimes some of us have a hard time feeling, even though we live an incredible life of abundance. My biggest goal for 2022 is to have more time with my kiddos. My babies are 12 and 8, and I want to spend as much time as possible with them. I want to have more time so I can dedicate myself to helping women in this community who need coaching or mentoring in building the most successful service company that they can. I want the women working in this industry to realize that they are beautiful women and that they deserve to have some time for themselves outside of their family and their company. I want women in this industry to understand they are not their business. I want to tell more stories of women in this industry, share some of their tried and true tricks that they've done to build their businesses, and give them a voice that they deserve and a place to shine for all they have done. Intentionality grows when you focus on bringing intentional attention to all of your things throughout the day. To be intentional, get clear up front on exactly what you want to achieve, understand its importance, and take focused action every day towards achieving the things that matter most to you. To be honest, ladies, look at your day. If you don't believe me, jot down everything you do for 3 days straight. I mean, everything. Just keep a notebook with you. Realize just how much crap we do that truly doesn't get us to where we want to be. And yet we bitch and complain about how we don't have enough time to do the things. Oh, we got time. We're just not using it wisely. Reprioritize your stuff. Give your day that purpose we've talked about. Being intentional builds a positive mindset. It helps you become more present in the moment, and it gives your life greater clarity and purpose. I just know for a fact that if you will do this, you will be truly kicking some serious ass in no time flat. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Ladies Kickin' Ass podcast. I would love to invite you to become part of our exclusive community on Facebook groups. There is so much value there in inspiring you to chase your goals and coaching you on how to get there. Plus, you get the support of other women from across the world who have also joined. You can also find us all over social media and at our website, ladieskickinass.com. All social media platform links are in the show notes below, so we've made it nice and easy for you. Be sure to join so you are the first to hear about exciting programs and announcements that we have coming up. And ladies, there's some good stuff. And never miss a notification for an exciting new podcast episode release. If you yourself are a lady that is kicking some serious ass and you have an awesome story that you would love to share with our audience about running your business while raising your family and becoming the woman of your dreams, I want to talk to you. Check out our website at ladieskickinass.com/podcast, where you can apply to be a guest on our show. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast. Tell me what you think of it with a rating and share this episode with anyone you think it may inspire or help. Have a great week, and I'll see you back here next Friday. Bye for now.